There's just nothing more pristine than fresh snow in the forest. And so silent, so wonderful. The last snow, a couple inches, maybe 3 inches, came down about 2 days ago. And that snow is covering this track ahead of me. So I'm guessing the last person was a couple of days ago. And as you can see from the uniformity of the track, that person had snowshoes on. I'm glad they came through here because I probably would have had to turn around had I not had a beautiful track laid for me. I thought of bringing my snowshoes, and as it is without them, I'm right on the line between what's acceptable and what's not. But I think it's better without snowshoes since I have this track. Anyway, that's the story here. This tree is dutifully bowed right over my head and is obviously intended to announce welcome to the Valley of Shangri-La. I lost my snowshoer. He must have turned around about here. And anyway, I've gone another 100 yards or so, maybe 75, just punching through the snow. But it's up to my waist, not waist, but thigh in a couple of places, and just really not worth it. So this is the first time out in about 3 weeks. So it feels good to get the rust off, and that's what I needed. Temperatures were in the teens and single digits for about 10 days, and it's just not comfortable. It's doable, but not comfortably. And what's the point if you're not enjoying it? And then I had a cold for this past week. Still got a little bit left. You can probably hear it in my throat and chest. But I think it's safe enough now to recommence some exercise. Sure does feel good. Haven't seen a single critter, not even so much as a bird. Chipmunk, squirrel, deer, elk, much less the really rare ones, the coyotes and bobcats and cougars. Oh well. God, it's pretty, isn't it? It's just so pretty. Now here's a curiosity that I thought you might enjoy me sharing with you. You see that great big stump that I'm pointing at dead center in the screen? I mean, that thing has to be 4 feet across minimum, probably closer to 4.5. And yet, there is nothing in this valley, tree-wise, that even is remotely close. It's all by itself. I mean, that's got to be 7, 8 times the diameter of any other tree that I've seen, and I've seen no other stumps. So I'm wondering whether it's not a trunk. I don't feel like plowing through the snow to get there, but I'm wondering if it's not simply an accumulation of all those little branches from the accompanying trees, the trees on the side, and it's just all agglomerated, covered with moss, and now dripping with snow, and make it look like a stump. And there you go. Mr. Rogers' lecture is over for today. That there is a cheeselo cheche sandwich. You take 2 tortillas, put them on top of each other, lay down a layer of mayonnaise and a layer of oyster sauce, a little salt and pepper, 2 slices of cheese, and some canned chicken. You mash that down, roll it up tight, stick it in a gallon Ziploc bag, roll it up tight, put a Band-Aid around it, a rubber band, and by God, you got a cheeselo chi-chi sandwich. Chi for chicken and chi for cheese.